Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Aulia Rahmana from a public speaking class. Thank you very much for joining this discussion today. First of all, let's say thanks to Almighty God who has bestowed us guidance, happiness, health, and mercy. Praise and salutation to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the last messenger who has brought us from the darkness to the light and from the bad way to the good way, the best figure of this universe. May Allah always bless you and may you be kept away from any pandemic in this world. Nowadays, we have the COVID-19, which requires us to stay at home. We do all the activity such as work and study at home. This activity has almost a month. Maybe many of us have started to get bored at home because of this pandemic. But the fact there are many people out there who still works out of the house. In this pandemic, looking for surgical masks or medical masks is very difficult and the stock is very little for us. Even though there are surgical masks or medical masks, it's only for medical personnel. It's very expensive for us, is it right? Yes, that's right. So for ordinary people like us, the cloth mask can be a good solution, but the cloth mask can be useless if it made incorrectly. So from that, we must know a few things. First, what material can hold the virus as small as corona, and how much they can hold them. Second, we must consider about the comfort and the easiest of breath when we wear the cloth mask. The third, how to use and store the mask to be effective. Ladies and gentlemen, masks have a variety of different materials. Usually, we only know there are two kinds of masks. There are surgical masks or medical masks and cloth masks. The cloth mask itself has a various kind of types. The kind of material that can hold virus as small as corona, they are pillowcases, foot wipes, cotton blended, silk, 100% cotton t-shirt. Although the same cloth mask, but if the material differs, then there will be a differences in ability to hold the virus as small as corona. Do you know how much percentages from each fabric to hold the virus? Okay, this is the first thing that we will discuss about the ability from each fabric to hold the virus. From the fabric mask material that I mentioned earlier, there are several percentages to hold the virus. First, surgical mask or medical mask, it has 89 percentages to hold the virus. Second, foot wipes, it has 73%. Third, cotton blended t-shirt, it has 70%. Fourth, pillowcases, it has 57 percentages to hold the virus. Fifth, silk, it has 54 percentages. The last and the lowest percentages is mask that made from the 100% cotton t-shirt. It only has 51 percentages resistance. Then why we should consider of breathing with comfortable way when we wearing the mask? Because it's useless if we wear the mask, but it makes us hard to breathe. Let's look at this diagram. From this diagram, we can see the fabric that makes us easier to breathe is foot towels, cotton blended shirt, whereas surgical masks or medical masks are in the middle, which means it doesn't make it hard for us to breathe when we're wearing masks. The final point is how to use and store masks to be effective. The World Health Organization has announced that the use mask can be effective if we combine it with washing hands using soap and hand sanitizer. And also, we have to know how to use and how to throw it. Therefore, a good way to store cloth mask is first, take any plastic bags at home. Second, clean it with water and soap. Third, wait until it is dry. Fourth, keep a spare cloth mask in plastic bag that is half clean and dried. Glass. Close properly the plastic bag so there is no gaps and the bacteria cannot enter the plastic bag. So the point is, if we want to leave the house, we must have to wear a mask, whether it is a medical mask, surgical mask, or cloth mask. The good and the best cloth mask is mask that come from combination pillowcases and 100% cotton t-shirt. And everyone should have two masks so they can change interchangeably. So don't forget how to store a cloth mask. Cloth mask must be stored in clean plastic bag. So one day when we want to wear it, there is no bacteria in the cloth mask. So that's all for me. I hope this information useful for us. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.